The 1 million Guadagnini, made in Torino 1780, is falling down. This is it, you know. I think it was April 16th at the concert, at the final concert of the Lahti Symphony in Finland, when Matthew Halls was conducting. And he was conducting, and with this hand, watch carefully, he is just giving a hip, a small hip with his hand to the violin scroll. A very clear sign that the ones who don't know how to play a violin, here usually have a shoulder rest or even without, like Anisofya Miotas plays without. You put the violin here and the violin is standing like this, and with this hand apparently you hold the violin, but you don't hold it actually. It's just here and you play with this one. So it takes little that just somebody could make you the same joke, you know. It's actually not a joke. That was just a very, very serious accident. A classical accident. Your instrument has to be insured. Indeed, I offer for all my instruments insurance. If you're within Europe, it's the Segurio, and otherwise it's the LAC insurance worldwide, which is probably the most important insurance for a musical instrument. On my homepage, you can search both of these insurances. But usually, if something like this happens, the violin implodes. Indeed, you can see a lot of pictures of broken instruments when the soundpost, this is this tiny piece of wood which is standing between top and back, is going through the top. And this is caused because when the violin is falling down, or like in this case with Elina Vehele, the violin was smashed like this, it was turning like this, and she somehow realized with her leg to slow down this fall, and this actually was the lucky moment that then the instrument just smashed a little bit on one side and the bag opened up a little bit from the ribs. No dramatic accident or damage on the instrument, it just opened up. Indeed, all the instruments have this edge all around because with climate change and pressure and humidity change, or even if it's falling, it's opening up. It's much worse that if it would be so perfectly glued that nothing is opening up, then the instrument would have had a crack, or the soundpost is going through the top, or the neck is smashing out and then it collapses. It implodes the whole instrument because of this tension. Another thing is, years ago, with not so modern strings like nowadays, the pressure was much higher. Nowadays we're less than 30, around 25, 26 kilograms of tension. Years ago it was about 42 kilograms. So that might also be that if you drop a violin nowadays, it's less dramatic than 20, 30, 40 years ago. But still, the instruments are not made to be dropped. And this is definitely a nightmare for everyone. And I think that Elina Vehele is definitely having a great moment in this life just because of this accident. Indeed, sometimes it takes a special moment that great musicians have their highlight. There are a lot of people playing great music out there. Sometimes it takes an unhappy moment that the audience and all the people out there worldwide are staring at looking and say, wait, she's playing good or he's playing good or whatever. Now the violin is repaired, they glued on, they double checked everything, nothing was broken, just this gluing of the back towards the ribs and the lower area, and that's it. So it was actually very convenient and all fine, but we certainly hope that this doesn't happen to too many people out there. Next consideration, you have definitely to subscribe to this channel, because this community otherwise is not growing enough, and it should be already over 100,000. And the other consideration I was just thinking is, you might be scary to order an instrument because you're afraid that your violin is flying like this from one delivery guy from FedEx, UPS, and I don't know how many other companies are out there. We just have the great shipping box where 2 latex layers are keeping the violin in a floating position even with the strings up, and you can throw it down from 10 meters, which is really high. This is like 3 floors of a building, and nothing happens to the violin, so the violin will arrive safe to you. I even made a video on this. It's already an old one. I threw the violin down from the Po River Bridge, but it's worth even watching that one. It's interesting, and you can see that our instruments arrive safe. One more thing before you drop down. You have to give me your hype points. Is a new option on YouTube. On the lower section there are a few things you can comment and like and whatever, and then you can give your hype. And if you give this, it helps me to be proposed to an audience which might be interested. So I just have to point out, after subscribing, give me also your hype if you like the video, if you like the content. Tell your friends. See you next time. Ciao, ciao. Bye, bye.